I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation.
Yes.
And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans.
Yes.
Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid. This stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid man.
Alright, that was Freedomtoons, and the title of it was every dating podcast. I mean, I think like Redpill, Pickup Artist Dating Podcast. There is a comment by the creator here in the comment section because I think people were like missing the point. Anywho, let's read the comment. This is the Freedomtoons creator's comment that he commented under someone else. The original comment was, this is supposed to be a parody, but the fact is that women that talk like this actually exist and is terrifying. So the reason why I think the creator of the Freedomtoons commented, because a lot of the Redpill stands were like missing the point. Comment was, we live in a world where stupid people profit off of other stupid people by pointing out that they're stupid.
When I was first listening to like the Redpill stuff and Andrew Tate, and then hearing Sneeko like argue about this shit was wild to me. Because I'm like, this is a child's idea of what it means to be a man. Like,
it's good that we shame women and not men, because you have to be an alpha Chad to get laid. It's like, dude, I don't care if you're capable of having sex. If you haven't subjugated your passions to reason, you're weak. I am really starting to lose it because I understand why these podcasts exist. Like, I understand why the Red Pill movement exists, and they'll accurately identify certain problems. But then so many of the talking points, I think, just completely miss what any real solution to the problem would be.
Just Pickup Artists rebranded. And it's so wild to me that like there's this thin veneer of like conservative morality when it's like, what?
Thank you, dude.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing wrong. You're literally
you.
like treating women like shit, like they're just like physical objects and trying to bang as many women as possible. What is conservative about this?
And what these podcasts have done is they've exploited the fact that the current paradigm on the right is, if the left says one thing, we say not that thing.
Yes.
Totally. As opposed to saying, well, firstly, let me find the deeper meaning.
I think that he had to comment, the creator of the cartoon had to comment because he realized that a lot of like simple-minded, low IQ people were just the message was going over their head. When the 18-year-old OnlyFans girl said, hey, maybe there's a reason why I don't actually value myself, and I think my body is the only thing I can give, instead of having a complex, deep discussion about that would take a little bit more intellect, they just call her stupid. Because having a conversation about how we got to this place doesn't get you super chats. It doesn't help your Red Pill stands get off. You know what I mean? Because it really does feel like this weird new kink where a bunch of men rally together and high-five each other and circle jerk each other because other grown-ass men who should have their life together are dunking on a bunch of teenage girls. Then he also made fun of the other side by this girl who has delusional too high of standards when she does get this weird standard guy that she wants, this over 6 foot guy who has 7 figures or something like that, and he still wants her regardless regardless of her occupation and regardless of her body count, he still wants her. And instead of her being like pleased by that, she's like, well, do you have a 7-pack? And then he turns into, you are stupid guy, because I think that's supposed to point to the fact that even men who are trying to be the good guy still gets dunked on, and then it kind of turns them to these red pill lunatics. But he also pointed out the fact that the podcaster being proud of themselves because they're dunking on an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old girl is also ridiculous, because when I was 18, 19, 20 years old, I also was vapid and materialistic and surface level because I had no lived experience. I had no life experience. It's funny how they don't want these girls because they are so vapid and delusional, but they also want these girls because they're barely legal and they have no life experience. That's who you are when you're young, because you pretty much like what the world tells you to like because you have no relationship experience. And then when you get older, you realize all of that stuff is kind of stupid and it doesn't really add value. And again, if you just go outside and touch grass, it actually shows that women marry guys who are middle income, working class all the fucking time. Working class people are getting married left and fucking right. Middle class people are getting married left and fucking right. That's how the world works. The rich marry the rich, the educated marry the educated, the working class marries the working class. But if you ask a bunch of red pill stands, they truly believe Starbucks girls are being flown out to Dubai to marry princess. No, people marry their score. People marry their circle where they can marry. Like, if you're an 8, you marry around the 8. If you're a 7, you marry around the 7, something like that.